Hello and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB, and today in the arena we are checking out Esper Dance of the Manse. Esper was the color that we pulled for the color challenge this week. This day. It did happen this week, but today. Get on with it. Yes, get on with it. Dance of the Manse has some serious problems. Let's talk about some of the biggest challenges it faces in the meta. This is a big problem. This card just, if a creature is allowed to be on the battlefield, this card just smashes you. It's such a problem, and it's in the two most common and best decks in Best of One, which are Rakdos Knights and Gruul Aggro. So the meta is certainly hostile in Best of One towards Dance of the Manse, and because of the power of sideboard options, Best of Three isn't very kind to it either. So while we saw Dance of the Manse get buzz early, it's certainly fallen off the longer the format has gone. Another big challenge facing the Dance of the Manse deck is Simic Flash. Simic Flash is really mean to Dance of the Manse because so much of our action is at sorcery speed, and yes, we have Teferi. That's basically the Obi-Wan Kenobi. He's our only hope. And so those matchups, those three matchups, present a lot of challenge to this deck. So how do we overcome those in a Best of One version? Well, we can't fill our deck up with very much card advantage. Those slots are taken by Golden Egg and Gilded Globe, and the Dance of the Manse itself can generate card advantage. So in my mana base, I've built it so I can use Castle Vantress to try to do some scrying to win longer games. But how do we make those games longer when the opponent's doing this stuff to us? I've added more hand disruption. So against Flash, our strategy is going to be to resolve Teferi Time Raveler and protect him. And I've added 3 Duress to go with the 4 Thought Erasures to try to get through the counter magic and have a Teferi on the board before that deck gets to do all of its big things. Duress can also take Planeswalkers away from decks like Nissa, and it can hit Embercleave. So the main idea is that we're trying to be a hand disruption deck and take their resources away before they get to use them. If they play around our hand disruption by casting all their spells, hopefully there's a lot of creatures and we can Kaya's Wrath them and then use Doom Foretold to clean up a Planeswalker. So that's the strategy. It is dangerous having Castle Vantress and a lot of blue sources in a deck with Kaya's Wrath, which is why Golden Egg and Guild Globe are there to help out, as well as to be our win con with the dance itself. So this is mostly theory. I'm really curious to see how these matches go. Let's go see if we can make Dance of the Manse a little better in the Best of One meta. Well, if Duress is going to do something, we've got it in our opener. We can give it a whirl. I don't know. I don't have a 2-drop, so I don't even think I want to play it on turn 1. When I see a swamp, I think the opponent might have Trail of Crumbs. That's probably the most threatening thing. Let's get him. Let's see what's going on here. Let's get straight to the point. Whoa. 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 Intro Vamps. All right. All right. Deck is getting deleted if I lose. That's just a joke. Some of you out there think I'm serious about that. I'm not. But we are going to have to take on this Aerialist. So I think that the play is going to be to play the Oath of Kaya and take out the Burgles, because this is going to be too big to get Oathed now. And then we'll play Time Raveler the next turn and bounce the Bloodthirsty Aerialist. It also means that there's an Oath on the battlefield, so attacking our Teferi means we get some drain gain action. But yeah, our opponent's opening up pretty hot. We only have 7 land, 3 spells to fight back with, so we could be in danger. That's annoying because it can kill Teferi. This is where you really want to draw that Kaya's Wrath. We draw Thought Erasure. So we could set it up so Teferi could bounce this, and then we could Thought Erase it away. The opponent is stuck on mana. The problem is I don't do anything with my turn if I make that play. I think that's pretty bad. Let's use Teferi and try to get deeper in the deck. Slow the opponent down. There's a Doom Foretold. That's a good find. We can use the Temple here to try to scry to something juicy. An Egg. Egg is an interesting one. we can't play it next turn or the turn after, and we're probably playing our Doom Foretold, then sacrificing Oath of Kaya, but we will need something. We'll need something to sacrifice to the egg, or the Doom Foretold might not keep going. So I guess I'll keep this card. I'm not thrilled about it, but it's fine. It's just fine. The opponent with a 5-spell hand, unless they just drew a land. We know at least 4 spells in their hand because they didn't play a land last turn. Alright, so still 4 spells to go. That's going to take a lot of work to get through, and Doom Foretold can buy us a lot of time. So now we run out Doom Foretold because we can sacrifice the Oath of Kaya. Right now it's going to kill the Vampire, the Dire Moon. We'll take a hit from the Aerialist, and then we'll see if the opponent's able to keep up on board. And I'll go ahead and play this tapped, because these can be untapped later. Doom Foretold's such a key card in the deck. It fills your own graveyard with enchantments. It makes the opponent sacrifice all kinds of permanents turn after turn. It's a real tax on the opponent's ability to interact with you, and we draw Oath of Kaya. This is interesting because we could play this Oath of Kaya and take out their Aerialist, then they have to sacrifice this Aerialist, so I think that's 100% it. After that, the Golden Egg or the Thought Erasure, we'll have the Oath of Kaya to sacrifice to our Doom Foretold, so we don't need to egg right now. And if we're going to lead with something, let's lead with the Thought Erasure. Get more information. All right, those are some expensive cards, which is fine. I'll take the cheaper one. We can bin this land. Here's our Oath of Kaya. And here's our Fabled Passage. We don't have to crack it until we need it, but since we don't know anything on the bottom of our deck, we may as well crack it. Grab another island. I think that's fine. All right, away goes their Aerialist. Let's see if they have a land to play another spell. They do not. We'll sacrifice our Oath of Kaya. So next turn, the Doom Foretold will go off. They'll have to discard a card. There's a drain to, we draw a card. It's a lot of value, and we get a Knight. Here's a Golden Egg. Another Thought Erasure. It's pretty good. Epicure of Blood City over here. I'm just taking all the cards that are cheap enough to cast at this point. Let's draw into another Thought Erasure, shall we? And play the passage and thin the deck again. There you go. So they had to discard one of their Epicures. Here's our Knight. And still stuck on 3 lands, has not helped them. Play this Globe. We're looking for Dance of the Manse now. Trolling around the deck. Take their Sorin, keep another Globe, why not? It's another draw. I'll go ahead and sack these for life. Might end up needing it. Having them on the battlefield isn't going to be that important. Not at this rate. Alright, Globe, draw. Get in there. Here's Teferi. I think Teferi bouncing... You know, I think we want to bounce the Epicures. So I'm going to plus the Teferi and keep him around. Because when the opponent starts resolving the Epicures, we'll really regret it if we draw this Guild Globe and then draw nothing but land. So we see Duress, but we also know that our opponent has just another Epicure. We'll bounce this, and the opponent packs it in. They feel too far behind, and I don't blame them. What the heck is this? Is this a sleeve I got for... Oh yeah, we just hit 100 on the Mastery Tree. Hype. Okay, we'll keep it. We don't have any interaction aside from the Duress, which makes me nervous. A bit nervous, but we'll go for it. Whiff. That's game. That's game, everybody. We will really need to draw multiple Kaya's Wraths here. And so far, just land. Ugh. This deck has been so rude to me. All right, Fabled Passage. More land. Gross. So next turn, I might just be Dance of the Mancing for 2 to draw 2 cards. That's how bad it's gotten. I'll take my beating, thank you. Oath of Kaya. All right, well, we drew something to do something. Far from great. If the opponent has another green for their Questing Beast, they're feeling good. Mana for Kaya's Wrath, assemble. Yeah. So you're seeing the pain of all these very, very slow plays. Ooh, this gets the Questing Beast, though. This is a good draw. Can also use this passage. Might as well use it now. Let's go get another white, because we have triple black. Yeah, why not? All right, it's a non-token creature. They can't sacrifice the token. That's a very important thing to know that's often forgotten about Doom Foretold. So next turn, I can sacrifice the Oath of Kaya, the Golden Egg, and the Guild Globe, and get them all back with Dance of the Manse. Giving myself a chance in this game. Let's see what the opponent plays. Ooh, they're not going with the hasty Ceratops. Interesting. They're going to try to wait out this Doom Foretold. Okay. Yeah, if they play nothing here, they're just trying to wait out this Doom Foretold. Let it go off. All right, so Dance of the Manse for 3 is 5 mana? Yeah. So I don't have the mana to sacrifice this for life and get it back. We have to sacrifice it for the colored mana. So we'll go with blue. We'll go with blue-white. Play this for 3. 1, 2, 3. Auto pay. Draw some more cards, get more Oath of Kaya power. Okay, not the greatest draws. I'm sort of set up to do it again. Doom Foretold's gonna go. Bye. Bye, girl. All right. Opponent discards a forest, I draw another land. Holy floods. Holy floods. It's okay. Think it's okay. This is why we play so many copies of Dance, because sometimes Dance on turn 5 and turn 6 is one of the best things you can do. And next turn we can get back Doom Foretold and run these eggs through the meat grinder again. All right, here's the Ceratops. We're gonna feel this. Brace yourself. We can't get the Oath of Kaya back in the graveyard. That's a bit of a sad times. Oof. All right. Why wouldn't it be another land? So I'm still not in a place where I can sack it for life and also get the Doom Foretold. So I guess we're doing this thing again. One, 2, 3. Draw. Okay, we hit the Duress. That's good, because if the opponent has an Embercleave, we can go after it. Boom! That's why it's there. That's why it's there. That was pretty clutch. Now we need to dodge Embercleave off the top. Opponent's actually thinking about this because they have an Innkeeper. They can draw a card with the Lovestruck Beast, but I think you have to keep the Ceratops, and they do. Am I dead anyway to an Embercleave on the Ceratops? 6, 12. Yes, I would be. So there's no point in blocking. No point in blocking. If we get to untap, we have golden eggs after all. Colossus. Yep, down to 1. And deploy Lovestruck Beast without a 1/1. So right now it can't attack. It's important to remember. Let's sacrifice the Oath of Kaya, so if we draw another Dance of the Manse, we can get it back. No way. All right. All right. I really want to give up. I want these eggs to gain life, though. I need to buffer the life total. But if the opponent gets to keep the Ceratops, it doesn't help. Actually, right now... Yeah, right now getting the stuff back doesn't mean a lot. And if I wait one more turn, they come back animated, right? Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They come back animated now. They come back animated right now. Oh, but I really need this life. I guess Oath of Kaya gives me some life, and I have these bodies, so how could the opponent beat me? They could draw Skargan Hellkite, and I could lose. I think I wait a turn. It does depend what I could draw with this egg, though. Man, this is a tough one. Well, we didn't come here to not dance with the Manse, did we? All right. Like, we came to dance. And we can dance if we want to. We can leave your friends behind. Opponent has to draw Skargan Hellkite if that's their game. 4/4 Oath of Kaya says zap. I might have attacked first with the knight, but I'm pretty sure the opponent wouldn't block. If they had, we would actually be able to get their board. So it's a play I think I should have made, but I don't think it would work. Probably a misplay though not to go for it. All right, what's the top of your deck do? Is it lethal? Oh God. Oh God, here it comes. Here it comes. Everybody jump in front of the Ceratop bus. Everybody get in there. Everybody. We need all hands on deck in front of this Ceratops. Oh God, what do you have? Rimrock Knight. Okay. Okay, no problem. Now, I can give up my own Doom Foretold here. And I think that's the play. I don't think sacrificing these is where I want to be in my life. We drew Thought Erasure, but this is in the Adventure Zone. Notice the opponent didn't recast it. What do you suppose is up with that? So do I have lethal? I think I do. I can go with this, but not until after we attack. Nice check there. Nice warning. I needed that. So now we play Oath of Kaya. We'll keep this one. Doesn't really matter. White and black are left. Yep. Play the Teferi Time Raveler. Bounce the Oath of Kaya. Play the Oath of Kaya. Find the lethal. Whew, that was a close, scary game. Our opponent's laughing at me before I even do anything. This is a lot of tapped land. It's a risky hand for sure. But I do have an early duress and some Teferis if I find an untapped land to try to catch back up. But we'll see. Our opponent with a mulligan, a Sphinxy. Duress might be good there. Let's see how many they leave on top. This is an important part of using your discard spells against fires. You need to hit fires before they can play it, because they're probably playing the Fires of Invention deck if they have Sphinx of Foresight. So when they leave, okay, so they have 2 on top, 1 on bottom. We want them to draw those 2 before we cast our Duress. Whoa. Okay, maybe they're playing something else. Still a good lesson there. Let them draw, because their second card down might be the Fires of Invention. So there's one of the cards that they kept. Okay, yeah, this is something else entirely. And they still have a card that they're keeping on top, so I think I want to wait for that before I Duress. Holy crap, so many wasted scries. Okay, good, we drew this. So we can shock here and use a Guild Globe. Another Teferi, huh? Here comes Sphinxy. So, we can take this Sphinx hit and Duress the opponent now. We know that they kept something on top and that they really like it. I would guess it's just a Hydrate Krasis, to be honest, though, but it might be a Nissa, and we can't take a chance on Nissa. So, this is the play for this turn, even though it's the only one, and it feels weird and kind of bad. Okay, it is Fires. All right. Funky. They keep on top, so it must be a land for this Cavalier of Gales. Or at least it feels like it should be. Some kind of a Teamer Fires deck. With no red mana. And there's the red mana. Alright. Their scries are working out for them, that's for sure. Alright, so what do? We have to find Kaya's Wrath. Believe it or not, I do put that card in my deck. I don't think we've seen it yet against anyone. It's been pretty awkward. Alright. Let's send back this Sphinx in case the opponent has cards on top of their deck that they don't want to redraw and they could put them away with the Sphinx. Don't think it's that big of a difference from the Cavalier of Gales. Okay. I guess I need to thin this deck. We'll go get a Plains. Shuffle it up. Scry Master to the bottom. So that must have been one of the cards they drew off the Cavalier. Next turn we can Teferi the Cavalier and Thought Erase it. Ignore the Teferi. Okay. I still think that the Thought Erasure plan on the Cavalier is the best. Means we have to replace our Teferi. Make sure that we leave blue and black when all is said and done.
I'm known for my excellent timing. Here we go.
Egg. Erase. Dig. Oh my gosh. Kaya's Wrath. Come on. Doom Foretold. Come on. You're killing me. Good draw. Good draw. It is a good Oath of Kaya target. I'm dying here. All right, so we want to draw first. We want this on the board because we might need the life gain. So we'll go like this, and then we'll probably Oath of Kaya this Bone Crusher Giant and play a tapped land to scry some more. Let's have a look at the top card. No. It's like I'm wrestling my own deck over here. Ugh. It's really torturous. All right, to the top. No. Oh no. No. How do they get what they need every time? Ah. Oh, it's killing me. Killing me. All right, deck, you're killing. Like, I want to love you. You know how much I love Dance of the Manse decks. You know it. If you watch the channel, you know it lights me up to get to play them. This deck has tortured me. Absolutely tortured me. I don't think we turn one Duress here. I mean, we could hit a Witch's Oven. I think we slow roll this Duress. With Teferi, we can always bounce a Troublesome permanent and then Duress it on 4. Alright, Spitter. Yeah, let's get out the egg. All the extra draw just hasn't paid off in these games. It's just, we never find the right card. Oh my god! Now I'm extra salty. Now I'm extra salty. I think the play is the Temple of Silence and the Guild Globe. And then next turn the Doom Foretold. But we could also, we don't have to play the Guild Globe here. We can go with the Duress and make sure that they don't have something good. They have War Boss, that's going to be really bad. And they already took my Kaya's Wrath. So next turn I play Doom Foretold, they give up a Spitter, and they hit me for 1,000,000. But we do need to get the Doom Foretold going. The turn after that we can play Teferi and Guild Globe. That's not good enough. Too slow. The only Kaya's Wrath I've seen all day my opponent took with Robber of the Rich. So stupid. Oh my god, they hit a direct. I am getting absolutely destroyed by my own deck. That is the only explanation for today's events. My own deck came to kill me. Oh, okay. And now they duress me too? Yeah, they duress me too. You know, they have the Pyro Helix. Yeah, I'm dead on board. Draw Oath of Kaya, I guess? I don't think that saves me. Troll. What a troll. Now we die to the Pyro Helix. Oh! Yep, that's game. This deck has been a colossal letdown so far today. Is it the deck's fault? Is it the meta's fault? Is it my fault? I felt very unlucky. I still feel very unlucky. I'm just trying anything now. I've given up on trying to make good decisions. The deck will either cough up the lands or it won't. Okay, let's go. Have yourself a merry little snow globe. And we have the Wrath. You'd think this is where we need to be. Oh my god. Yeah, it's where we need to be, all right. So the opponent next turn will probably pump the Knight of the Ebon Legion. That's what I would do if I were in their shoes. So I can save myself 2 damage and... more than that, I can save myself some damage by playing Oath of Kaya here. I also don't give away that I'm thinking Kaya's Wrath Thoughts, which might get the opponent to play more big things. A Rotting Regisaur, for example, would be nice to Kaya's Wrath, because it's too big for the Oath of Kaya. Yep, bring them out. Play them all. The opponent might have Black Lance Paragon, but it is what it is. For those of you who are like, but you can't play the Kaya's Wrath CGB, behold my power. No Black Lance Paragon. I feel better. Shocked my face. To get back Gutter Bones? Guess so. It's a good Oath of Kaya target. And plus we get to put an Oath of Kaya into the graveyard. Shock ourselves and play a globe just to keep the train flowing. So we have a globe in the graveyard, we have an oath in the graveyard. We could do better. And this oath can take out the Crusader. Yes. Let's go ahead and send out Teferi. Teferi can bounce the Guild Globe and gain some card advantage. I think I need it, to be honest. It also makes a double removal spell with Oath of Kaya, but I think I need to keep getting deeper in the deck. There's the Regisaur. That's scary. Let's see what we can draw. Golden Egg. We can sack that for life if we decide to. Buy some time. And we can duress the draw step to prevent an Ember Cleave.
Trust me, I have a plan.
Trust me, I have a plan. Okay. Not something I can do much about. See if the opponent goes face here or at Teferi. Face it is. Now, Dance of the Manse can get back double Oath of Kaya, which we have 2 in the graveyard. So, we're going to take this out. We just need one more land, and they're all 4/4s, which would be nice. Let's go ahead and gain the life here. Opponent gets back double Gutter Bones. All right, if you wish. All right, the one time I want another untapped land today. Let's do it. Yes.
I'll protect you.
Discard. Which card? Discard. Off the top. Here comes the opponent. All right, let's sacrifice this for blue and white. Play this for 6 in combat because of Teferi. Which one would we like to keep? I'll keep one of the 4/4s. And if the opponent, even if they had Embercleave, we'd have a lot of creatures to stack in front of it, and they pack it in, which you can't blame them for. I'm glad we got the bonus game in there to show a little bit more for how the deck can flow when things go well. Is there a way to make it better in current meta? It is kind of sad having a bunch of Guild Globes and Golden Eggs, because the tempo loss you get from playing them and you're supposed to get consistency, right? You're supposed to draw more of your key cards, but what if you just draw more Gilded Globes and Eggs, right? So there is definitely a big cost to having those cards in the deck and spending mana on them. The catch-up mechanism of Kaya's Wrath really has to be there, as well as Doom Foretold. So what do you think in comments? Unlucky today in the event? Or is the deck that bad? Or both? Let me know your opinion. But I still enjoy playing Dance of the Manse. I can't recommend running out to craft it now. But it will probably get better because Theros Beyond Death, the new set coming out in January, has a major enchantment theme, and more good enchantments can probably lead to more excellence from Dance of the Manse. All right, thank you for watching this video. Today's thank you is going to go out to my patrons. If you would like to join on Patreon for as low as $2 a month, you get access to a whole bunch of extra videos that I make. I call them my after hours videos because I record them usually late at night when I can't sleep. I goof around with different decks, I play different formats, and a lot of people seem to like them. So it's my way of basically taking the time that I would usually use for myself and play by myself to learn new decks and things like that, and I share it with my supporters. So if you would like to join that, check out links in description. Thank you for watching this video. As always, I will see you in the next video.